So today we're going to talk about the mental side of weight loss. And this is hard. I've said this before and I will always say it. It's hard. It is simple, but it is not easy. There is never a time in the history of the world or any animal that would ever want to lose weight, because that is so anti-survival for any animal, because that fat that they store, the weight they store on their body, is an adaptation to survive in periods where there's no food. So when you're trying to lose weight, you're going against every aspect that your brain, your deeper level of evolved brain, wants to do. So you have to give yourself the time to do it. And that is tough because people always, especially as Americans, tend to go towards the quick fixes. And that is never going to be a solution that will work in reality. The other side of this is people tend to choose more complicated outcomes and plans. People tend to complicate things they don't understand and simplify things they do. So if you're a mechanic and you're trying to explain to me how to change the oil, you say, well, see, it's simple. You just do this and this. And yet then if we're talking about taxes, it may just be, I can't do this stuff. And the same for an accountant. So when it comes to weight loss, if it's something you struggle with, it can be easy to complicate it and think, this is a very complex problem. I don't have the tools available to solve this myself. I need some difficult plan, whether it's an entire overhaul of your lifestyle, of your eating, trying some specific elimination diet, getting on keto diet, whatever it is. These are the reason these juice cleanses and fads and crash diets and things pick up, because it's like this specific solution. But none of these actually solve the problem, because again, remember, consistency is the most important thing. And that's the reason diets fail, is people aren't consistent with it. It does not have to be the best change or the perfect change, but even a step up from where you were will inevitably improve that overall long-term plan. So when you look at the mental side of weight loss, you have to be in it for the long haul. Especially when people get stuck or they hit a stubborn plateau, it can be really easy to want to say, I'm just going to hit pause. I got stressed at work, I had to travel, I got sick, I hurt my back, my kid got sick, they had to go to college, my mom is sick, everyone's sick, right? Any number of things can be a reason to hit pause. Unfortunately, none of those are real reasons to hit pause. The reality is that the changes you make in your life will lay and go with everything. There's never a situation where it's not an option for you to eat healthier. Relatively speaking, even if you have to go out to eat, there's always healthier options. There's never a situation where you can't move. Even if you have 5-10 minutes is only free time you have at all, you can do 5 minutes of squats and push-ups, or go for a walk, or when you are moving, park further away from where you're going to be and you walk in. Take the stairs instead of the escalator. There's never a time where you can't include journaling or meditation or any type of mindfulness or being outside, getting sunlight. You can make better choices. And so this idea of hitting pause and believing your excuse, that is all in your head. And the unfortunate part is that when you do hit pause, what's going to be different the next time? Is life not going to be there? Because guess what? Life is always going to happen. It doesn't matter if this time you're sick and you'll get better in 2 weeks. That does not excuse you from making better choices. Because when you get back, there's an unexpected financial hit, or the kid's sick now, or you have to go move a parent in, or any number of things. It's a stressful week at your job. When you allow yourself to hit pause and put off the things and the changes you're making, what you're really doing is giving into the easy way out. Because even in the best case scenario, if you do this, it's I'm going and hit pause. I'm going and hit pause. I'm going, and it's over and over again. And you never get better. The most important thing you can do when you're trying to make a change is be consistent and not stop. The whole idea of I had some stressful thing happen in my life. I need to hit pause and I'll come back to it in a week or a month when things are better. That's a fallacy. Things will not just be better in the future. This is life. There will always be something. And when you accept that and realize that circumstances do not change your responsibility to yourself, and you can continue to make the choices over and over again that lead to a better version of you, you will see that success. The problem with hitting pause is that it's believing this fallacy of when the situation's perfect, I can do this. And it's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be something. If it's not what you're going through now, it'll be what you're going through in 2 weeks or a month or 2 months or a year. And the problem is it becomes this up and down thing where you never actually make progress until you finally just give up, and then you get stuck or you go downhill. And that whole mindset of it needs to be quick, it needs to be short, I need to see results right away, that leads you to false expectations, which makes it even harder. If you go into this thinking, I am going to make the smallest change I can make and just do that every single day, no matter what the circumstance, you will be successful. A big part of this is thinking about the overall choices like a dial. Now, people want to go all or nothing. Well, the problem with that is it turns into nothing very quickly. If you think instead about always something, and sometimes you turn up that dial to a little bit more effort, a little bit cleaner eating, a little bit more exercise, a little bit more self-care and mindfulness, okay, that's good. But on days or weeks where you just don't have it there, you still keep the dial on, you just turn it down. That allows you to always be moving forward with something. Now, understand that the mental part of this process is the hardest part, because this powerful story maker in your head will justify anything you want to. So don't let that happen, and focus instead on accepting the difficulty of the process, accepting that this is a long-term, lifelong pursuit, and being okay with that. Each day, day in, day out, just do what you can and don't stop, and you'll get there.